Welcome to the last series of dividing. So dividing, now we're working with binomial denominators. There are two terms there. With binomial denominators, we cannot do the same thing as we did up here with monomial denominators when it comes to simplifying. But now what we need to do is you multiply by the conjugate, it's called. So multiply by the conjugate. Multiplying by the conjugate is pretty simple. You look at the sign in the middle and you change it. So you multiply by 4 minus the square root of 2. 4 minus the square root of 2. We're going to distribute the numerator. So 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times the negative square root of 2 is a negative 4 square root of 2. In the denominator, we have 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times the negative square root of 2 is a negative 4 square root of 2. Square root of 2 times 4 is 4 square root of 2. Square root of 2 times the negative square root of 2 is a negative square root of 4. Look, after you multiply, you look to simplify. So I'm looking at each individual term. No, I can't simplify 16. No, I can't simplify 4 square root of 2. So I'm just going to write that down. 16 minus 4 square root of 2. In the denominator, I'm going to again look to see, can I simplify anything? So 16, nope. 4 square root of 2, let me do this in a different color. A negative 4 square root of 2 plus 4 square root of 2, those are like terms. They're going to be eliminated. And our last term, can we simplify that? Yes, square root of 4 is 2. So in our denominator, it's going to become 16 minus 2. And 16 minus 2 is 14. Now in the very end here, we're looking at, can I simplify? This is kind of like the quadratic formula where you have 3 different terms. Can I simplify 16, 4, and 14? Yes, I can divide them all by 2. So divide them all by 2, and we get 8 minus 2 square root of 2 divided by 7. And there's our final answer. Look, our denominator has a whole number in it, has a rational number. It is not irrational. When we started out the square root of 2, that's an irrational number. We cannot have an irrational number in a simplified form with radicals. So in the denominator. So let's take a look at number 16. So the conjugate of the denominator is 6 plus the square root of 5. 6 plus the square root of 5. And multiply. 2 times 6 is 12. 2 times the square root of 5 is 2 square root of 5. In the denominator, let's multiply that out. We have binomial, so 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times the square root of 5 is 6 square root of 5. Negative square root of 5 times 6 is a negative 6 square root of 5. And a negative square root of 5 times a positive square root of 5 is a negative square root of 25. A lot of you might just be putting down minus 5 there, and that's fine. After you multiply, you look to simplify. So I'm looking at the numerator. Can I simplify anything here? No. So I'm just going to rewrite that. They're not like terms, and I can't simplify the square root of 5. In the denominator, we have some things going on. The middle terms, we have 6 square roots of 5, and we're subtracting 6 square roots of 5. Those are gone. Those are eliminated. That beats 0. Square root of 25 is 5. So we have 36 minus 5, which is 31. Now I'm going to look at 12, 2, and 31. Can I divide those coefficients or the term by anything to reduce it? No, we cannot. That is your final answer. And I'll do number 17 as our next one, and that'll be the last one for today. I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal. So 1 plus 4 square root of 2. 1 plus 4 square root of 2. And we're going to distribute the numerator, so that becomes 1 square root of 3, or just square root of 3. Square root of 3 times 4 square root of 2 is 4. 3 times 2 is 6. So multiply underneath the radicals. In the denominator, we got to worry about that now. We got a binomial times another binomial. We have 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 4 square root of 2 is a positive 4 square root of 2. Negative 4 square root of 2 times 1 is a negative 4 square root of 2. If you've been following along, you notice that these middle terms should always cancel. That's what happens when you multiply by the conjugate. And then we have a negative 4 square root of 2 times a positive 4 square root of 2. And that's going to end up being a negative 4 times 4 is 16. Square root of 2 times the square root of 2 is the square root of 4. Bring this down. What can we simplify? Anything in the numerator? Nope. Can't combine those, so nothing there. So square root of 3 plus 4 square root of 6 over. In the denominator, we do have our middle-like terms. Those are opposites. They always will be when you're multiplying by the conjugate. Those will go away. In the last term, we have 16 square root of 4 is 2. So 16 times 2 is 32. So we'll have 1 minus 32. So I'll just rewrite 1 minus 32. And let's rewrite this square root of 3 plus 4 square root of 6 over, and that becomes negative 31. There is nothing else to simplify. There's no number in front there, nothing to break it down. So that is your final answer.